Assume knowledge 1, distance between 2 points. Finding the distance between 2 points on a Cartesian plane is easy if the 2 points are directly horizontal or vertical. So look at this with point A here and point B here, and they're in a vertical line. A has y-coordinate of 9, and B has a y-coordinate of 2. So the distance between these 2 points is clearly 7 units. You can just literally count the squares. If we look at this situation, C has an x-coordinate of -4, and D has a y-coordinate of 5, and these are directly horizontal. So the distance between these 2 points is 9 units. Now, there are ways that we could calculate this. So if we look at the AB situation again, we could do 9 take away 2 is 7. And if we look at the C and D situation again, we could do 5 take away -4. That gives us 9. I sometimes think of this as 4 units up to the y-axis and then 5 units past it. If the points are not directly horizontal or vertical, we use Pythagoras' theorem. So I've got points A and B on this graph here, and we want this distance between them. If we form a right-angled triangle by going 3 across and then 4 up, and the distance we want to find is D, we can use Pythagoras' theorem. We can see that D is the hypotenuse, so D squared would be equal to 3 squared plus 4 squared. So D squared is 9 plus 16, giving us D squared is equal to 25, and therefore D is the square root of 25, which is 5. Consider a more general case. So if we have a point called x1, y1 and a point called x2, y2, then we're after the distance between these points here. We're going to use Pythagoras, so we're going to form a right-angled triangle like so. If you think about this point just here, it has the same x-coordinate as this point, but it has the same y-coordinate as this point. So the distance across here would be the difference in the x-coordinates, which will be x2 minus x1. The distance along here would be the difference in the y-coordinates, y2 minus y1. And if we call this d, then using Pythagoras, d squared would be the square root of x2 minus x1 all squared plus y2 minus y1 all squared. So that gives us a formula for the distance between 2 points. Although I have to say, I really never use the formula. I usually just in every situation just draw a triangle and use Pythagoras for that particular triangle.